What's up, guys? It's Lizzie again. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm incredibly bored right now and figured I might as well do a video for Silent Hill 8, which is also being released as Silent Hill Downpour. It's supposed to be coming out sometime this year. They haven't set a date for it yet. Just know that it's 2011. But so far, from what I've been able to find, it's got some good points and some bad points on it. Right now, I know that they have a new developer working on the game. It's Vatra Games. They haven't done. This is only going to be their second game that they've done, and so I'm not sure how well it's going to turn out for them. I haven't seen anything incredibly great from them, given that it's only their second game. Their parent company is Kuju Development, and they haven't done anything insanely great either. I don't think that a SingStar is something to be raved about, personally. So it could be great to have a new set of eyes and a different perspective on the whole Silent Hill, graphic-wise anyway, how it should look. So yet to be seen. Hopefully it'll be something great for them to have put out a good Silent Hill game and get them on the map. One thing I know that isn't very exciting for me, at least, is that Akira Yamaoka isn't doing the music for this Silent Hill, and anyone who's a fan of the music knows that it's been the greatest part of any of the Silent Hill games. So without him, we're not going to have Mary Elizabeth Glenn either, so it's going to be something completely different as far as music goes. I know they're having Daniel Licht, who has done the soundtracks for Dexter, is going to be doing the soundtrack for this game, so it should be interesting. I know people that like the music from Dexter are probably going to like this, but a lot of people who have been fans of the music from all the other Silent Hill games probably aren't going to be such a fan of it in this one. I know they're having Tom Hewlett, who produced Shattered Memories, is going to also be producing this game. So we'll at least have one familiar face in the whole mix of everybody who's working on this game so far. And I think that Shattered Memories is actually, I'm still working on it, but so far it's kept really in tune with the whole Silent Hill atmosphere and the storyline. I know it's very similar to the first Silent Hill as far as the characters, like Henry and Sybil, and the storyline is all really similar to Silent Hill 1. Still working on it though, so have yet to go through the entire game. One thing about Silent Hill Downpour that some people are probably going to find weird is that there's no weapon inventory. Like you get one weapon at a time. And I haven't played through all of Homecoming, so I'm not sure if it was the same way, but I know they're bringing back the weapon-specific paths from Homecoming, where you actually, there were certain doors and places that you could only get through with a certain type of tool, like a crowbar or a hammer. And being that you can only carry one weapon, it's probably going to make it incredibly difficult getting to these doors and these paths if you don't have that weapon, because then you're going to be running around trying to find, the tool that you need, and then running back trying to find the weapon that you did have if you liked it better than the one you had to find. So that could be a problem, but not seeing it as a deal breaker as far as the game is concerned. They're bringing back the chase scenes from Shattered Memories, where you can actually, look over your shoulder, knock stuff down to slow down who's chasing you. And if anybody's played Shattered Memories, in that game you don't even get weapons, because the chase scenes are the only times where you ever see any bad guys, and it's all basically just running from them. So I think it'll be really interesting to bring in both worlds that Silent Hill has done, as far as being able to just run around and bash shit to pieces, and also having scenes where you have to basically run for your life, and seeing how they work together. One thing, y'all have to excuse me, I'm kind of got the sniffles this morning. I know that one thing I think I'm going to like is that they're gauging your damage based on how much blood is on your clothes. And if anyone's played, I know Silent Hill 2, the only way to tell how much damage you had or what your status was you actually had to go into the menu. Like, there was really no way to tell, being in game, how much health you had left or how hurt you were. So I think it's going to be one, it seems like such a little thing, but I think it'll make a huge difference as far as gameplay goes. And I know they're bringing in quick time events for the bosses. I'm pretty sure Homecoming had some of that as well with the quick time events. So sorry to the people that don't like quick time events, but you're gonna have to deal with it. And they're bringing in, as most of the other Silent Hill games had, where gameplay choices actually affect the storyline. I know Shattered Memories it was a huge part of it, when you were in the sitting in with the psychologist, it completely affected the gameplay as far as what decisions that you made. And I know all the different endings you could get in Homecoming were based completely on choices that you made in the story. So that should be interesting too, but not something that we're not completely unfamiliar with. There's also going to be some side quests in this game, which is kind of new. There's not a whole lot of side questing that can usually be done in Silent Hill, so I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of stuff they come up with for that. Probably the biggest change in this one is going to be the map. I've read that it's supposed to be insanely huge, like take over 10 hours to explore the entire map, which really makes me think of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, given that I've beaten that game and I've yet to visit the entire map. And I know we're exploring a part of Silent Hill that we haven't seen in any of the other games, so we're not going to the hospital, we're not going to the school, we're seeing entirely new stuff of Silent Hill, which I think is going to be exciting as well to see what other locations they come up with for us to run around and get freaked out in. And you're actually going to be able to use the subway in this one to get around, which is going to be interesting, given that nothing usually works in Silent Hill, but the subway works. But I think it'll be a lot easier than in Silent Hill 2, having to run up and down all these streets and checking the map every 20 seconds to see where you're at. So I think it'll be a lot better, even though it probably doesn't make much sense given what we've seen from other Silent Hill games. It'll probably be a lot better means of getting around than in Silent Hill 2. So I think that should be good. And I think that's all I've got on it so far. So it should be a pretty good game, and seeing a lot of new stuff, which I think is exciting, especially since Shattered Memories wasn't anything entirely new. And I'm just excited to see what the story for this one is really going to entail, because anyone who's played the other Silent Hill games knows that the story is usually a serious mindfuck. So hopefully we'll find out soon when it's getting released, and hopefully I will be in a position to play it when it comes out and give you guys a full review on it. And anything new that I find out, I will be sure to give you guys an update on and my thoughts on. But until then, see you guys later.